Alright guys, my name is Diego, and in this video I'm going to be explaining my Webtech homework number 1. So for question 1, I created a ordered list of 3 frozen desserts: ice cream, soft serve, and frozen yogurt. And each side one of those items, I created a nested unordered list of 3 of my favorite flavors. So I have the listed item ice cream, unordered list vanilla, chocolate, dulce de leche, and list item for all of them. And same goes for all of these guys. It's just a simple way to demonstrate how I create nested lists in HTML. And then if we click and drag here over to Google Chrome, you see it opens up my favorite frozen treats: ice cream, soft serve, and frozen yogurt. Alright guys, so for question number 2, I created a HTML page that uses an image as a clickable email link. So I wrapped an image tag inside of an anchor tag. The HERF part of the anchor has a mail to link that opens up your default email app. So if you come here to homework 1 question 2 and you drag it over, it opens up this link, and then click the image to send an email. If you click the picture of the car, it opens up your default email app. Alright guys, moving right along to question number 3. And this one I created a web page with the heading My Favorite Daily Deals Websites. And below the heading I listed 5 of my favorite daily deals like ECS Tuning, FCP, Amazon, Best Buy, Woot. I'm just really into cars, so that's why most of these are like car based. I used a unordered list tag to make a bulleted list, and each one inside has an anchor tag with a href, so it becomes a clickable link. So if we go ahead and click homework number 1 question 3 into here, boom, it opens it up. My favorite daily deal websites, and then we go to ECS Tuning, opens it up. FCP Euro, opens it. And alright guys, so moving on to question number 4. And question number 4, I created a web page with an unordered list of links to the previous examples. So you can see here you have the head, meta, title, the head, body, sample files, then I have the listed item, and an anchor, so it has a clickable link. So if you come and drag question number 4 into here, you see example 1, 2, and 3. If you hit it, this is question number 1. If you hit question number 2, example 2, this is question number 2. And example 3, it's question number 3. Alright guys, so for question number 5, I created a HTML table with 2 columns. The left column contains a heading and a bulleted list of 3 objectives and a Shakespeare quote. I use a strong tag to bold the heading and a EM to initialize the quote. The right column has an image, and I use an image tag for that. So if we go ahead and move this over into here, you see how this is bold, the objectives, the bulletins, the Shakespeare quote, and of course my favorite picture of a camel. Okay, for question number 6, I created a web page with a heading that says table example page, followed by a small paragraph. I created a basic HTML table with a border made of 3 rows, so I used a th tag, t-body, and a t-foot to structure the head, body, and the foot of the table. And then each section contains 1 row and 1 column of content using tr tag and td tags. So if we go ahead and come to question number 6 and pull it over into Google Chrome, see table example page, small example table, and you'll see the table here. Alright, for question number 7, I built a HTML form that lets visitors give feedback after a campus tour. So there are text fields for the name, email, and checkboxes to select things they liked about the campus, and radio buttons to show how they found out about the school. There's also a text area for any additional comments, and then the form uses the post method and sends data to http detail.com. So if we go ahead to question number 7 and pull it into here, see campus visit feedback form. You can write your name, email address, select friends, any additional comments, and you can submit it or reset it. It's loading, boom. For question number 8, I created a simple website registration using HTML5. At the top of the page, there's a heading that tells users what the form is for. Then the form includes 3 basic fields, one for the user's first name, and one for the user's last name, and then one for the email address. These are the standard input fields using the input tag. After that, I added an optional survey question that asks what year the user is in college, like freshman, sophomore, etc. I put the survey inside a details tag element, which means it's hidden from default and only shows up when the user clicks expand it. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. Question 8, boom, first name, last name, email address, and then optional where you went to college. If they hit it, they can select one and they can register. All right, question number 9 was a tricky one. I created a search form with the tag using input element with the type set to search. This allows users to type in queries and submit them using the submit button. I connected this input to a detail list element using the list attribute. The data list contains several predefined search options like January, June, July, Jasmine, and JavaScript. When the user starts typing, for example, the letter J, the input fields will show a list of these matching suggestions. So if we go here to question 9, search January, June, July, Jasmine. Cool. You can choose one, submit. All right, question number 10. I created a simple HTML form that lets users select a day of the week. So the form includes an info field that is connected to a data list using the list attribute. Data list contains all 7 days of the week, Sunday through Saturday. Then the user starts typing like the letter T, the form that suggests Tuesday and Thursday from the data list. So kind of similar to question number 9, a little bit different. You see all the days of the week, and if they go T, oops, sorry, oh my goodness, T shows up Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. They go M, get Monday. Click it, submit. All right, so for question 11, I took a paragraph from the textbook and marked it up using HTML5's semantic structure elements. I used a header tag for the page title, and then I wrapped the main content in the main tag. Inside the main section, I added a use section and an article to organize the paragraph's content. And then I used strong to make it bold. So if we go here to question number 11, drag it over. Color input type enables users to yada yada yada. All right, question number 12. For question number 12, I took the HTML page I created in question 11 and I added a figure to it, like the question asked. I used a figure tag to wrap an image in the Windows color picker. The image visually supports the explanation from the paragraph above. So again, similar to question 11, except this time we added a figure to it. Come over here, as you can see, it's the same thing that we marked up, except now we have the picture that I took from the textbook. Okay, last question for question number 13. I expanded on my previous work from number 12 by adding a new section using details and summary elements. The goal was to include an additional figure from the textbook, a table that lists different HTML5 input types and their formats, but I do it in a way that doesn't clutter the page. So for example, I use a detail element which lets me hide content by default and show only when the user clicks on the summary. In this case, summary text is taken directly from the figure caption in the book figure 3.5. So when the summary is clicked, it basically expands to show the HTML table that it's formatted using the T head and T body sections. So I'll show you what that looks like here. Boom. See if they hit it, then the table comes out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was 1 through 13.